The start of my December 2012 vacation is a lot different than many of my other previous vacations. Why? Well, the very first day of the vacation just happens to be, of all things, the prophesized doomsday. Yeah, on the December 21, 2012 thing. However, it's only the 20th, as you can see here. Of course, the actual end of the world's 2 billion years from now, thanks to Andromeda Galaxy colliding with us. But that aside, there's quite a few differences in addition to that. First, as you can tell here, this is a train ticket. What's with a train instead of taking the car? Well, that's also because of another difference. I'm coming from Fargo instead of Minot, so I'm being separate from a mon, thus there's some differences there. Plus, with winter driving, it's kind of a little on the dangerous side too, as you might remember from those move-related videos. But that aside, you can definitely tell that there's some details going on there. And another thing to consider is, well, it's taking place over Christmas, which means Christmas presents. And you might notice my kind of silly label there too, not to mention this pretty glittering effect here. Move the camera just the right way, you can see this gradient, the spectrum. You got your reds, you got your greens and blues. Oh, that is just so pretty to look at. It's just so mesmerizing. But that aside, get into a better position with that so you can actually see what I got there. An extremely lovable grandma deserves this thin box of highly compressed love. Ain't that nice? And of course I drew a little heart at the end. Well, what it is actually a calendar, but exactly what, it's classified. It's for 2013, though, I can say that for sure. And of course there are other things, and not all of this is my stuff either. It also comes from Sister. And in addition to all that, I have packing that I'm doing. Notice my shirts over here, and what's with these cables? That's actually because the PlayStation 2 is right here. Yep, again, I'm taking that thing with. So why is it tucked underneath a lot of stuff? Well, it's kind of an anti-theft system that I came up with. Because otherwise you'd have to dig down quite a ways, and all the time it takes to get there, well, someone's going to likely spot it, and then they're going to get flagged down for theft. Or at least that's what my plans were anyway. Of course, the controller's missing, but I'll be getting at that a little bit. Of course, that's no real big deal because, well, I'm still working on packing right now. Yep, I still got a lot of other stuff left to do, and of course that's only the 20th. After the train was about 7 hours late because of mudslides in Oregon or Washington or something, and what do you know, a train's going by. That's just a freight train though. But that aside, well, I'm now at the train station ready to go about trying to get on. Yeah, I got all these signs here.
The next train arriving will be the eastbound Fargo, train 8 and 28. Thank you for traveling Amtrak.
You can hear the train whistle.
You're not hurt.
There's the train right there.
No.
And here goes the train taking off. Cars being stopped because of the train. Must be the Red River there.
I don't know why I was sitting here and this was my bed.
So this must be Minnesota. Oh, those are some really close trees. No train horn. I wonder if that's the freeway over there. Kind of looks like it. Nope, it can't be. There's not enough activity on it. Must be some kind of highway. Must be US Highway 10. doomsday.
Okay, folks, also at this time I do ask that all those folks that are leaving me here in Minneapolis, you start consolidating your luggage, start making it ready to start bringing it downstairs. Folks, we're still a little bit away, but I have quite a bit of people to get that luggage down. Now, folks, the lower vestibule will be kind of congested with that luggage, as that will help you assist you getting that luggage off. So, I do ask that as you come downstairs, we're going to try to only block one side of that foyer with that luggage.
That apparently was one of the announcements involving Minneapolis. Not quite there yet, but getting close.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was for the passengers in the sleepers, not for the coaches. Please do not come downstairs with your luggage at this time. Wait till we make the call to come downstairs. Do not come down from Minneapolis St. Paul at this time if you're in the coaches. Thank you.
Okay, apparently a little bit of confusion, but... Ooh, red light. Train's slowing down. A lot more tracks now. Bunch of feathered things crossing the tracks. Oh my, look at all these tracks. Look at all these tracks. Wow, that's a ton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This train's on number 12. I can't tell if there's anything further out. Wow, that's a big drop. Hey, wagon wheel effect. Well, the Minneapolis station should be here. Impulse juk. Power station of some sort.
Ladies and gentlemen, please wait till we come to a complete stop to come downstairs. We do not need the hallways and stairwells crowded with luggage and people at this time. It'll be a real mess when we get there. So we'll have plenty of time to get off the train. So just wait till we come to a complete stop. Thank you.
That was one of the other announcements. What a confusing maze.
Ladies and gentlemen, in approximately 10 minutes, we'll be arriving in St. Paul, Minneapolis. Stop for both destinations of St. Paul. And if this is your final destination, it's time to check under your seats and in your personal belongings. Switch. So does come to a complete stop in front.
Bug.
Will help you to detrain.
Audio's cutting out.
Also, folks, this is an opportunity for a smoke break. It is an opportunity to step off the train. We'll be in the station for approximately 20 minutes. Please do not leave the station area. There's nothing else in the immediate vicinity as far as restaurants, etc. Inside the depot, you're welcome. There are newspapers for sale, vending machines, ATM, payphones, and several other amenities. Also, we will try to make up as much time as possible. We're obviously running late. We do apologize for that. So please do not leave the station area, and expect that all aboard call in approximately 20 minutes after our arrival. Again, St. Paul, Minneapolis is our next station stop.
And so ends the long trip on the train. Well, really wasn't that long, but nevertheless, it was actually quite nice. That is an airplane out there, in case you're wondering. The very first stop in Minneapolis is Festival Foods, so I get my drinks and a few other necessities. December 22nd, the day after Doomsday, or supposedly. Sure don't see any meteors around, but I do see the moon. Well, I went to Hibachi, or some Asian all-you-can-eat buffet kind of thing. I probably ate more than all the others, the two that were with me combined, which really makes those prices really look cheap in a way when you think about it. And after several other stops, including getting video games, which was one of the very first things I did, well, this is one of the very last stops along the way on the 22nd. I forgot to get video of the other two things. So, off I go. One of the last events I went to on the 22nd was the Holiday Lights show. And as you've seen in all the previous little short bits, you'll see all kinds of fancy designs, some creative, some kind of a little on the dull side. But overall, this is really nice when you think about it. It's Christmas to the extreme. The 23rd was pretty much a day of nothing but baking. I got some progress on Disgaea 2, having noticed that my memory card was actually up to date, my backup one. My Disgaea 1's only about 60 hours behind. However, I calculated to have needing for 3 of those lemonades, but it looks like I'm only needing 2 because I'm drinking less often, so I had to make one of those rare returns. And that's basically what the 24th is now turning out to be. Still ain't seen meteors. Wonder where they are at. Well, that aside, I've got a lot of company coming over this day. Christmas Day, I have yet to figure out, however. It's one common occurrence during my Minneapolis visits is a game called Hand and Foot. I'll have to explain that in a little bit in my video description if you want some details on it. However, you can see the kind of a typical layout that I've got here.
Whitefish.
The 24th involved doing Disgaea 2 and getting items perfected as usual. Then came Uno Attack, primarily, with some bits of Uno Spin, which seemed to be a little confusing to others, but not me, because I understood it real quick, which is usually quite common with most games like that. The 25th basically started with some packing preparations, eating before that started, of course, opening presents when we got to one of the places, anyway, that we went to or had planned. Following that is lots of packing, another 2 rounds of Hand and Foot, as you probably saw in the previous little bit, and then of course now the train, as this is showing. The train departs and now we're off. In the city at night, it's kind of pretty. And while we're at it, we're trying to figure out cribbage, from the best of the rules that I can recall, that is. Yeah, now we're out in the wilderness. And so ends my long journey to Minneapolis and for Christmas. As you can see, the train is off in the distance, quite a ways. With all the zoom out, you can see it better. And, well, that's basically it. Train traffic signal warnings are going off. And the train's now heading off to Minot, and I'm left in Fargo, which is now actually right where I'm at. Man, I thought it was in the back of the train. I was told 3rd from the back. So how come there's more cars? Huh. Weird. Oh well, now to get all this posted on YouTube, when I otherwise get done, of course, that is. Well, signals are going up. And there goes the train, just fading away. Turning around a little bit, because there's a curve in the way. And it gradually fades away. That's it. No more train. And just as a side note, what about these pretty Christmas themed clocks over here? Ain't that interesting? And yes, it is snowing. What an interesting way to end the day.